Funky of the day for Tuesday, January 23rd goes to the governor of Hawaii, Governor David Ige. Now, if you remember a couple weeks ago, Hawaiians and tourists in Hawaii thought they were going to die. All right, the reason they thought they was going to die was because emergency alerts went off all through the island. Now, you know how you be sitting around sometime and your phone give you an Amber Rose alert or a flood warning alert, stuff like that. Imagine minding your business in Hawaii and you get a text message that reads, ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill. Well, that's what happened. But by the good graces of God, it was a false alarm, and Governor David Ige explained to the people what happened. Let's hear it.
Early this morning, an error was made and a false alarm was sent to cell phones and to TV and radio. We investigated, and as soon as we became aware that it was an error, we took action to send the notification that it was a false alarm. An error was made in emergency management. It was a procedure that occurs at the change of shift where they go through to make sure that the system is working, and an employee pushed the wrong button.
He pushed the wrong button. I am telling you that one day soon we are all going to find ourselves in an Orson Welles War of the Worlds situation. Kids, if you don't know what Orson Welles War of the Worlds is, then do your Googles. Siri is your friend, ask her, but I'll give you a quick summary. It was a radio drama, a story told on a radio show in the form of a news bulletin, and it started off with the reports of an explosion on Mars, then an unusual object falling on the ground somewhere in Jersey, and then Martians emerging from the objects, and an alien invasion happened here in America. Now, in the days following the War of the Worlds, widespread outrage happened the same way y'all get fake outrage now over things on social media. It was just like that because a lot of people didn't realize that it was a radio bit. Now, it was 1938 when this happened, okay? And radio was everything, sort of like social media is everything now for all you digital D-heads. But in the era we live in where leaders of the free world are all over social media and other political figures are all over social media, all it takes is one good hacking of someone's account to post something that could send the world into a frenzy. Think about the anxiety attacks, possible heart attacks, possible suicides that possibly could have happened in Hawaii because someone hit the wrong button. Imagine me having a heart attack and dying because you hit the wrong button, okay? A lot of things you can hit the wrong button on. You can hit the wrong button on your phone. You can hit the wrong button on the elevator, but you can't hit the wrong button for the emergency alert that tells you that a ballistic missile threat is inbound. You don't get in heaven making mistakes like that. But it's more to the story. Governor David Ige made another confession to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. See, I know they sent out an emergency alert clearing up the mistake and telling people there is no missile threat or danger to the state of Hawaii. Repeat false alarm. But in a time like that, I want to hear more from my leader. All right, Governor David Ige, okay? I want you to hold a press conference and make a statement, which he did, which I expected. But Governor David Ige made a confession. See, the governor of Hawaii wanted to inform the public that they would not die in a ballistic missile attack. But he says he forgot his Twitter password. Governor David Ige said, and I quote, that I have to confess that I don't know my Twitter account logons and the passwords. So certainly that's one of the changes that I've made. I've been putting that on my phone so that we can access the social media directly. Personally, I don't want any presidents, governors, mayors, any of those type of people on social media. The room for error is too high. You know how we complain about fights breaking out or shootouts breaking out or random acts of violence happening, and instead of people calling 911, they pull their phone out to record? That's how I feel about this situation. If it's an emergency, I don't want my leaders in government running the social media. Why? Because I don't know if I can believe everything I see on social media. And just like you can cause widespread panic with one false social media post, you can also cause me to not take an emergency serious because it's on social media. By the time I determine if this post is real or not, I may be dead. So all leaders in government, please don't go chasing tweets and Instagram posts. Stick to the press conferences and the State of the Unions that you're used to. Please give Governor David Ige the biggest hee-haw, please.